The police terms like Roger, settle, cooperate, and obey Order 4, Rule 20, now updated to Rule 100 inches of the Police Checkpoint Code, are part of the language commonly understood between police and commercial road users. Commercial motorists and motorcyclists are often considered friends of the police. They know the rules and understand the language. A police checkpoint is like a marketplace. Back then, it was 20 nairas to 50 nairas. Now, it's 100 nairas. One day, I was riding along the Enugu-Onitsha expressway after spending the whole day at the mechanic's workshop due to an engine problem. It was around 4 p.m. when the police stopped me for our usual gentleman agreement. Unfortunately, I had absolutely nothing on me, no money at all. I tried explaining to the officer that I had just come from the mechanic and was making my first attempt to get a passenger, but he wouldn't listen. He asked me to park and demanded my papers. Luckily, I had all my particulars with me. However, he pointed out a discrepancy. Some documents bore the name Obiora Madu, while others had Obi Madu. I explained that Obi is just a short form of Obiora, and that he knew me well. I used that road daily. Still, he refused to listen and insisted he would take my motorcycle to the station. As I stood there, I observed motorists and motorcyclists cooperating and obeying Order 4, Rule 20, now Rule 100. One officer, who seemed to be the cashier, held the proceeds in a black polythene bag and would disappear into the bush when the bag was full. I kept pleading with the officer to release my motorcycle, explaining that I had nothing on me at the moment. He still refused. I felt pressed and went into the bush to ease myself. While inside, I saw the same officer who had been collecting the proceeds. He was carrying a polythene bag and walked straight to a bigger bag hidden inside the bush. He emptied the contents of his bag into the bigger one and left. I was tempted to take the bag but hesitated out of fear. It could mean a firing squad if I were caught. But when I was sure he was far gone and out of earshot, I summoned the courage, took the bag full of money, went deeper into the bush, and hid it. I then took another path and came out to join him on the expressway. Around 6 p.m., the officer returned to retrieve the bag, but it was gone. He searched the bush for almost an hour. Other officers, wondering what was going on, went in to look for him. They found him wandering up and down. When they asked what was happening, he admitted that the bag was missing. "If this is a joke, end it now," one officer warned. "You must produce the money," another demanded. That was how the fight started. They fought so seriously that their uniforms got torn. One neutral officer managed to separate them, but when they came out of the bush, the fight resumed. Passers-by gathered, trying to settle the matter, but none of the officers explained the real reason for the fight. One kept repeating, "You must produce the money," but they all claimed it was a personal issue. Nobody knew the real cause of the fight, except me. I had hidden their money. Amid the chaos, my motorcycle was quietly returned to me. I went home and, around 8 p.m., returned with a torchlight. I entered the bush and, to my surprise, the bag was still there. I took it home. After counting it, it amounted to 108,000 nairas. Thank God for a free gift from the police. Now the question is, would you blame the motorcyclist for his actions? Why or why not? Please subscribe, like and share your thoughts.